The average person is said to spend 15 minutes in the bathroom. Why not take advantage of that time and learn something new? Presenting the 15-minute podcast on weird facts, crazy details, and funny particulars that you'll be able to enjoy while you're taking a on your free time. Welcome to This Shit with Sam Butler. Welcome to another episode of the Shit Podcast. It's my pleasure being here with you guys today. I have a very special guest, a friend of mine from Mexico City, a stand-up comedian. You may watch her on Comedy Central, among other things. She's here with us today. A big welcome to my friend, Monica Escobedo.
Woo! Thank you, Sam.
Thank you for joining me.
I am Monica Escobedo. I am comedian. I am very happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. And, I know that English is your second language.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you giving it the effort and doing this podcast with us. I know exactly how you feel because I do the podcast in Spanish.
Yeah.
And my Spanish isn't perfect.
Your Spanish is much better than my English.
It's okay. But we're working on it. And that's the beauty of this podcast. We do it in two languages.
Don't judge my English. Thank you.
We won't judge your English. And actually, for all my friends in Mexico, we want to thank you guys for watching the podcast in English, even though you don't really speak English. We know I get a lot of comments that say, "Hey, thank you. I'm learning how to speak better English because of the podcast."
Yeah.
So this is a language-friendly podcast. Everybody is welcome. Little English, lot of English. It's okay. And you know what? I don't speak Chinese, but if they invited me to a Chinese podcast, I would try.
Yeah, that's the attitude.
That's the attitude. That's why. That's what we got to do. I love languages. I love traveling. I love doing stuff. So welcome to the Shit Podcast. We have actually a pretty cool episode for this week. Mm-hmm. I thought that this would be something that you would know a lot about. Maybe a lot more than I know.
Yeah.
But it's one of my favorite places in the world.
Uh-huh.
Mexico City.
Whoa! Mexico City is my number one favorite city in the whole world.
Yeah.
Why? Because there's everything you want. Any budget, anytime, any
place. Anything you want. Anything.
There is everything. There is food, there is people, there is party, there is drugs, there is everything.
Everything.
Yeah, I love Mexico City.
I love Mexico City too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that I started going to Mexico City about once a month to work on my stand-up in Spanish.
Yeah.
And it's gotten a lot better because I go to Mexico City all the time.
Yeah.
COVID kind of messed it up, so we're not really going that much anymore. But the food is amazing.
Yeah, the food. And you stay in Mexico City in one of the nicest zones. Nice, not because the money, but the is unique. Reforma, Paseo de la Reforma is beautiful. That how do you say barrio?
Neighborhood.
That neighborhood is
safe.
Amazing. I used to live there. And it's amazing. There is everything. Mexico City has many places to eat in each corner.
Yeah.
How do you say comida callejera?
Street food.
Street food. Esquites, elotes,
now, esquites,
tamales.
Yeah, esquites for all my friends that are gringos, or even some of you northern Mexican people, that's corn in a cup.
Yeah,
yeah.
But it's another corn because you have sweet corn.
We have sweet corn.
And there's another corn, and it's very different.
I love the corn in Mexico.
Yeah, me too.
When I go to Mexico City and I have tacos, I'll eat tacos, and about the third day, when I go to the bathroom, it smells like corn.
Oh, okay, too much information.
That means I'm digesting it. It's different corn, In the U.S., you still see the corn in the...
Well, actually, in Netflix, there's a documental who's exposes the best tacos in Mexico City, and there's a lot of tacos in Mexico City. In each corner.
Do you agree? Do you agree with the documentary?
Yes, of
course.
Yeah,
you think that those places are the best?
Please try tacos de canasta when you go to Mexico City. Please try tacos de canasta. ¿Se dice? Try tacos de canasta.
Sí.
The chicharrón
Yeah, which is pork rinds.
Uh-huh. Chicharrón.
Chicharrón is pork rinds, yeah.
That's all. And
Or pork skin.
papa.
Well,
Papa.
potato. Yeah, you gotta have potato tacos. They're the best.
Frijol.
Yeah. Beans.
Oh,
Yeah.
best tacos ever.
Yeah. And you know the thing about and I'm not even getting into the topic yet, but the thing about the food in Mexico City, there's a couple of restaurants, there's a lot of restaurants.
Yeah.
But there's high dining restaurants.
Yeah.
Like 4-star, 5-star restaurants. And they're doing like fusion.
Yes, of
So
course.
it's like they're creating new dishes all the time and stuff they're using the traditional ingredients and they're using stuff that's from overseas and they're just mixing all these flavors and you go to these restaurants and it's amazing.
Yeah. There's every kind of cuisine, Korean, Asian,
I've had French.
American, every kind of food you can find it in Mexico City.
I had escargot the first time in Mexico City.
It is
snails, caracol.
snail. Oof.
Yeah.
It's in downtown. There's a restaurant. I don't remember the name, but the escargots are very, very, very good. Please try it.
Yeah, I highly recommend if you want to travel somewhere that's amazing and you're on a budget, you can stay in the nicest neighborhoods on a budget. It's a great city. There's a lot of dangerous neighborhoods, but there is in Chicago and New York too. So it's the same kind of thing.
And Mexico City can be the cheapest and the
Most expensive.
Yeah, you can eat like ¿cómo se dice? 3 tiempos. O sea, puedes
3
comer
times.
3 times.
Or a 3-course meal, como una comida de 3.
3 course.
3-course.
¿Cuánto es 75 pesos en dólares? $3?
Yeah, $3.
$3.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Or even less.
Yeah, we went. Buddy and I went to have dinner, and for our dinner with wine and everything, 4 people, it was like under $100. Excuse me.
Eso habla también de la devaluación, pero but there's things for every kind of budget.
What's amazing is the service. People still take care of you.
Yeah.
And that's something that I miss when I come back to the U.S. I miss that the attention to detail. They're making sure that from parking your car to getting your food. But we're about halfway done with the podcast. We haven't even started, but we could do like a part 3 on this one. Even I mean, there's so much to talk about. But the city of Mexico is amazing because it has over 700 years of history. 700 years. It's the oldest city in the Americas.
Really?
Yes. Excuse me. Tenochtitlan, which was a city by the Mexicas, had 300,000 people in it.
Wow.
300,000 people. That's more people than like Paris, at that time. Which was a lot of people. It was a
Son
big
muy
city.
fértiles.
Son muy fértiles.
Son muy fértiles.
They were very fertile. Yeah. It was the first, let me see. It's the oldest city in the Americas. It was founded in 1325. The original name was Tenochtitlan in Nahuatl language.
Yeah.
And served as the capital of the Aztec Empire.
Yeah.
Now, they didn't call themselves Aztecs. We call them Aztecs. They were Mexicas, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's the same. Aztecs, Mexicas,
Is it?
Xochimilcas is the almost say.
Do you know what Central Park is in New York?
Yes, I've been there. Yeah.
You've been there? Okay. There's a Central Park in Mexico City called Chapultepec.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know it is the largest park in Latin America? And it
it's the only park who has a castle.
has a real castle.
In America.
In the Americas, period. like in North America,
Yeah.
South America.
And it's amazing and has been installed by the presidents of Mexico, but there's a castle.
There's a castle.
Nada más porque no se lo han podido chingar, si no ya tampoco habría castillo.
Well, I was going to tell you, Chapultepec is twice as big as Central Park.
Really?
Yes.
And there's trees has considered like sacred, and there's many trees, like very sacred trees,
Sacred trees, yeah.
sacred trees since Aztec times.
Yes. Yeah, actually, the last time I was there was a giant log kind of sticking up like that, and I just climbed up to the top and took a picture.
And that trees are patrimonio cultural. No, patrimonio tangible de la humanidad, algo así, ahí googleenlo, pero es algo así, vi de los árboles, porque me gustan muchísimo los árboles, y son, o sea, invaluables, esos árboles no se puede calcular cuánto valen.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place.
Yeah.
The forest is twice as big as Central Park. Now, if you've ever been in New York, Central Park is big.
Yeah.
This is twice as big.
Wow.
Yeah. Let me see. Did you know the subway system is the largest one in Latin America? It has 12 lines, 226 kilometers, 140 miles, 195 stations. 7 million people use it every day.
One of my recurrent nightmares is that I get...
Stuck?
¿Cómo se dice que me pierdo?
Lost?
Yeah, I get lost in the subway.
Well,
because it's huge.
One of the things that it said here, it said that there are subway cars that are just for women. Is that true?
Yeah, of course. It's very necessary.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird to the
rest of the
foreign
world?
people. Yeah, for the rest of the world is very weird, but it's very necessary because ¿cómo se dice acoso?
Yeah, there's harassment.
The harassment is
huge.
It's huge.
That's pretty neat. I mean, that's the shit right there. They have their own subway cars. Largest subway in Latin America.
Yeah. Also for gay people, the yeah.
This is a very gay
the very
friendly.
last one.
Yeah.
There's gay people.
Okay, and is that like gay guys and gay girls, or just gay guys and
guys?
Gay guys.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's awesome. I mean, that the city of Mexico is very gay pride. It's very one of the things that I looked up. It said that it was very tolerant.
Yeah, of course. Yes, yeah.
You know, in ways that other cities aren't. You know,
very. You can get married if you are gay. You can get an abortion. You can walk hand by hand if you are gay. Mexico City is very open, very cosmopolitan, and that's why I love Mexico City.
It has the largest university.
UNAM.
La UNAM.
Yeah.
Mexico's National Autonomous University, UNAM, is one of the largest universities in the world.
The largest and the best universities.
It says it's the most important cultural project in Mexico, is home to over 300,000 students. Features cinemas, theaters, soccer team.
Yeah.
3 orchestras, a campus in France, 1 in the U.S. and 1 in Canada. More than 30 museums in Mexico. 170 acres. You'll find murals, 2 fire stations, a TV channel.
Yeah.
So it's
radio
amazing.
station.
Yeah, radio station. It's amazing.
Yeah.
The other thing is the Guadalupe Basilica. La Basilica de Guadalupe. One of the most visited places in Mexico.
Yeah, and one of the La Yate de San Diego is de San Diego. De Juan Diego.
Juan Diego.
Es que cuando hablo inglés es todo inglés. Juan Diego.
San Juan Diego.
Thank you, baby. El Ayate de San Diego, de Juan Diego, is considered by the church like sacred.
Yeah, it's a sacred.
It's like, how do you do that? It's a miracle. Yeah.
They have it there. Also,
Yeah.
the crown they have there is made of like gold and diamonds. That was donated to the Basilica by Cantinflas.
Really?
Yeah. I learned that last time I was out there and I did a tour. All of this is amazing, but the thing that I thought was the shit, and what I wanted to share with everybody, is they have a monument in the center of Paseo Reforma. It's El Ángel de la Independencia.
Yes.
Right. I've seen it a bunch of times. I hang out around there. I smoke cigars sitting outside, and they messed it up pretty bad on the last couple of protests out there. They spray painted and stuff, but it's actually pretty, the angel and everything that's designed there, it's called the Victory Angel.
Yeah.
Right. And it's actually a monument that was erected to commemorate 100 years of independence.
Yes.
Now, what I didn't know, what was shocking to me, and maybe you guys know because a lot of you guys are Mexican, what was shocking to me was that it's actually a mausoleum.
Yes, there's 3 presidents in the mausoleum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was all of the different victors of the war of independence. Manuel Hidalgo is supposed to be there too.
Miguel Hidalgo.
Yeah. I say Manuel all the time. It's Miguel Hidalgo. San Diego.
San Diego, Manuel Hidalgo.
Manuel
Who
Hidalgo,
cares?
hey.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I apologize too. And I did one with Joe. We did the Independence Day one, and I said Manuel Hidalgo, and people were laughing too. So I did it again. It's Miguel Hidalgo.
Yeah.
All of the different guys are there. The one Independence famous is Iturbide.
Yeah.
He's not there.
He's not there?
He's not there. So they said that's one of the details that I saw. 1957, Mexico had an earthquake.
Yeah.
It fell.
Yeah.
They tried to save it. They couldn't, so they rebuilt it. So the one that we see now was built in 1957.
Yeah, Mexico City is
Sinking.
Exactly, sinking because there's 52 rivers.
Yeah.
So Mexico City was a vale. So there's a lot of water. So if you wanna build a city, there's earthquakes.
Earthquakes.
So
when I was in school, they told me that Tenochtitlan was a lake.
Yeah.
Right. And then they had all these drawings of Tenochtitlan, and I could not understand it, right? And then I didn't know. I was like, I don't know. And I would go back. I had visit Mexico, and I would see the layout, and I would go, how is this a lake? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Right? Then I went to Xochimilco. And when I was in Xochimilco, I went, oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
This is exactly what Tenochtitlan was.
Yeah.
And what they would do is they would get cedars, and they would make a little fence in the river, and they'd take the mud and they'd throw it inside that fence until it built up into a little island. And they did this as a grid, and so they had a grid system of little islands in this lake.
Yeah.
And then I understood. Oh, so if you want to understand how Tenochtitlan was in the 1500s, go to Xochimilco.
Yeah.
It's a great time.
Yeah, it's a great time. There's mariachis, there's quesadillas, esquites, and there's funny, and use your belt.
No, you're not going to drown. It's like 3 feet deep. If you get really drunk, you might drown.
Yeah.
But I think you'll be okay. You can stand up and get back in the boat. Yeah, but that's it for this episode of The Shit. Mexico City, one of my favorite places. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Sam.
I love seeing you guys when I'm out there. So it's great. I love the culture. So thank you guys for joining us. Where can people find you?
In Twitter, @ Yo soy Mónica, Instagram and Facebook, Mónica Escobedo.
Yeah. So she's at Yo soy Mónica and Mónica Escobedo on Twitter and Facebook.
Yeah.
And I'm at...
And Instagram.
And I'm at Tu Amigo Sam on my Facebook and Instagram. And on YouTube, I'm at Está Cagado Podcast, as well as... all of the platforms for podcasts. If you do watch this on YouTube, please like and subscribe and throw some comments in there. It helps the algorithm. It'll help me out a lot. So thank you guys for joining us at this episode of The Shit Podcast. That's all we got for you guys today. Thank you once again.
Ciao.
Bye.